Welcome to another episode of D&D with us, the NerdTots. If you aren't already subscribed and set up for notifications, please do that now. Click all the things, hit all the buttons. We really appreciate your support. We are growing and really appreciate everything that everyone does to help us reach our goals and grow. So thank you for that.
Totally appreciate that.
So we're going to get right back into it. To kind of recap our last session, the group eventually decided to enter the Whirlstone tunnels, but wanted to run a few errands first. They first stop at the Dark Lake Brewery, where they encountered Erd Blackskull, and she offered them safe passage out of Gracklestug for locating and bringing in Droki, while making sure the drow that are looking for them will look the other way, because there are drow in the city, and they are looking for them. They then headed to visit the Stone Speaker Stone Giant Higram, who gave them the Stone Speaker Crystal, and sent them on their way. They finally decided to actually head to the Whirlstone Tunnels. Shortly after doing so, they made the classic decision, to split up. Harvey and Drax basically were immediately attacked by one of their old fellow drow prisoners, Bupido, and his summoned skeletons. During the battle, Harvey actually went down and legit died. Shu decided to use a resurrection spell on him to bring him back, and just as that happened, something appeared and started speaking to them. Someone named Malik, saying that he had found his champions. And we're going to pick up right from there. As you all look upon the image of this robed human, you have a faint feeling of recognition, but before you can recall anything, the feeling quickly fades. You're left with these monstrous skeletons around you, but they're frozen still. One of them actually mid-lunge for an attack. They're not moving. The robed figure speaks again. Long have I searched for you all, and I couldn't be more relieved there are still enough of you alive. A great peril threatens our very existence, and there are only a handful of those strong enough to save everything. He turns his head to look at each of you. Know this, my master has deemed each of you worthy, and has directed me to lend a small amount of aid to help each of you achieve your potential. I'll begin now. He waves his hand, and each of the skeletons suddenly crumbles into a pile of misshapen bones, no longer animate. And they're no longer a threat to you. Malik says, I am forbidden from taking too active a hand to help. If I become too involved, the consequences can be disastrous. The image of Malik seems to be a bit more transparent than before. His translucency increased. His eyes close very slowly, and it's plain to see exhaustion that is painted on his face. I will return once I've regained my strength. We have much to discuss. And then, boom, a very quick, hollow thump sound. He completely disappears, and you're all left standing there.
When we say standing, am I still prone?
They're still prone.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you were prone, yeah. You're all still there where you were before, doing the things you were doing.
Cool.
What the hell was that?
I don't know, but Bird, I'm gonna smack Harvey in the face. You all right?
So, yes.
Good, because now you owe me a life debt. Remember that. And I'll stand off so he can get up.
Harvey gets up and stands. As he's standing, he gives a glance at Drax, and it's kind of a cold glance. Doesn't say anything, but he stands up, feeling extremely weak, even understandably, and doesn't say a thing, but it doesn't have a look of like he's happy. He's kind of fed up with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, well, now that whatever the hell that was just happened, these guys are down. Is there anything here that we should take before we go and on with something else? Because before we get into whatever he's trying to drag us into, that thing over there, we still have a mission to accomplish here.
Okay, so that thing over there, that was one of our comrades in the jail, in the cell with us.
Yeah, no, and I'm not talking about the backstabbing drow. I'm talking about the dude. We have guys appearing and disappearing to us like left and right here.
Well, I don't know who that guy was.
Yeah, I know. But before he comes back, we need to just check to see if there's anything left on these in the bones and stuff like that, and get to the dragon egg. Otherwise,
No, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with getting out and going to safety. Like, let's go.
Yeah, let's head back to what we're doing. I want to get this done as quick as possible.
can I check that drow that's down? I want to check his body.
Yes. Give me 1 second here.
And leave no body unchecked.
Well, I
The body was a
definitely,
bomb.
definitely want to.
I will now leave most bodies unchecked.
I personally would definitely want to check who I thought originally was supposed to be the boss that I killed over here.
That's who he's checking now,
Well, that's,
which is the same drow that he just brought up.
he's technically not a drow.
That boss guy?
Yeah, he was the drow that was in.
The priest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was the one that attacked, who was controlling the bones, and then the Malik guy who popped up afterwards.
Yeah,
and
but
was
the guy
like,
who was controlling the bones.
Is a drow.
was the drow
I
guy.
thought it was someone else.
No.
The guy trapped in.
He even gave a recap.
He's a Darrow,
Yeah.
not a drow, but I mean, same guy. He was like one of the prisoners.
Oh,
that he got.
Pepito, yeah. Dupido, one of them.
Pupito.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
thought Darrow was the race.
They're now all like,
Yeah, Darrow.
They all look the same to me.
You're from here. You're from around these streets. We're not.
You start to make a few steps towards Bupido's body, and as you do, another ghost kind of like peeks its head up out of a pile of bones. It's very clearly another deep gnome, and it sees you, and then kind of like looks around, notices Bupido's body, and then fully brings itself up out of the bones to kind of stand before all of you. Let me see.
So another ghost just popped up?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have anything to run ghosts.
I mean, he could be a friend.
My name is Pellic.
Well, nice to see you, handsome, translucent brother.
I've been here a long time.
Yeah, well, that sucks. Really?
Is there any chance that one of you or all of you would be able to do me a favor?
Depends on
We kind of have
favor.
enough on our plate already with trying to save the world
Well, yeah, I mean, but you know,
and get a dragon's
I
egg.
haven't seen a deep gnome's ghost before. This is kind of cool. What's up?
If you can simply just find any piece of my body, and if you happen to pass by Blingden Stone, please just give me a proper burial. Otherwise, I could spend eternity here in this gruesome place.
Hold that thought. Aren't we going back to Blends and Stone?
Yeah, that's one of the things we have to do eventually. You know.
You know,
Yeah, well, let's
Guess-
carry a
guess
bone.
we-
We got bags and stuff.
What if I just burn your bones? Won't that help? Ashes to ashes, one among. It's easier work.
If you were able to find it, but that's why I'm so nervous to ask. You can see as you guys look around, there's just various body parts, and
This might seem like a silly question. You don't recognize your own bones?
Have you seen your bones?
I saw your bones.
I mean, I
They
saw
weren't-
it
they
too.
weren't pretty.
But do you know what your bones look like?
I mean, unless I was amongst the other birds, you know, like, I would say,
Are you against cremation, yes or no? Just cremation in general. Would it be easier?
it would have to be one of my body parts, as long as it's returned to Blingden Stone. Then
can you
my
point me?
spirit can rest.
Do you have a feeling of which pile?
I couldn't say.
Huh. Do you have, like, by chance, any way of just, like, knowing bones?
I mean, I
Since
have
you're
a
kind of
bag.
the bone guy.
I can stuff
could-
a lot of bones in my bag. I'm just saying.
I could try.
Yeah, but what if they're none of his, and then you're just carrying around a bunch of bones?
This is gonna be a weird question, Bone Man or Ghost Guy. Can you like hold my hand and I'll see if I can get a feeling for where your bones might be?
We can try that. Yes.
Ugh, this is a bad idea. All right, well, then I'll extend my hand out.
At least you're not bleeding.
He takes your hand and
Fuck. That was the boss.
he grows into a monster. No, I was kidding.
I knew it.
Do me a favor.
You get possessed.
Arcana check for me, please.
Arcana.
You want me to help you? It's a -4.
16.
16, okay. So as soon as your hand touches Pellic, this deep gnome ghost, you immediately get like a picture, like almost like you're seeing his memories for a few brief moments. You see a point outside of the city where he encountered Bupido, and then, kind of fell in with him. And then you flash forward and see another memory where he's laying on the ground bleeding as Bupido's standing over him with a dagger and like just stabbing him.
Jesus.
And then you flash forward a little bit farther where you see Pelix, like, ghost kind of like in the corner, watching as Bupido's just kind of chucking and like chopping him up in a very gruesome manner. Like he's not even paying attention to what he's doing. He's chopping and just throwing. And you see him throw a hand over against the wall. And then the last vision you see is Pellic kind of like sitting in the corner, very clearly upset, crying. And then he hears something and he looks up and he sees some sort of weird dark magic kind of over by his hand that animated it. And then his hand scurries away further down the tunnel.
Fuck.
And you also notice that there was a very interesting looking obsidian gemstone ring that he was wearing on that same hand.
Okay. From the vision, so it ran like down the tunnel in the direction we're going, or that we just came from?
Oh, can we go back?
It was not the one that you came from.
Wait, wasn't there another entryway
Well, you
where
guys-
we're at right now?
No, I don't think
I
so.
was like, I don't know. Because I think where you guys went was a dead end.
Where you guys were going to dead end, but there was also a smaller opening that we were investigating, and there was a third way that went straight down. So the question is, did the hand go back out of the entrance? Because I think we're in a dead end right now.
Yeah, you're not in the dead end. I'll pull the map back up.
Is this the map?
No. That's
I think there's two ways it could have gone. Either it left the room and then went to the right and straight,
So
or it went further backwards.
when it comes up, it'll be on this top corner. When it comes up, right here. There you go.
Yeah.
This part.
Okay.
Yeah, because we
So-
all entered from over there.
So I don't know this, but this is where we entered from. This is the only other exit out.
Yeah,
right?
this is the tunnel that you saw the hand travel
Yeah.
You
through.
saw- I didn't see shit.
Gotcha. And through those visions, the hand was really the only body part I identified landing somewhere.
Yeah.
But I know that it was that he just haphazardly threw chunks in other places, right?
Yeah.
Is it like mostly bones or like a mixture of like all kinds of crap?
There's body parts in several different stages of decomposition. Some that obviously there's a ton of bones. Bupido's clearly been doing this for a long time.
a serial killer. Jesus.
And there's even some fresh like kills that, if you were to check, you might think had been done in the last day or two. So there's
They
a
have
lot
stuff
of...
on them?
No, they do not.
Okay. But did I finish checking his
Yes,
body?
so I was going to tell you, the only thing you were able to find was a leather lizard skin parchment with just the words "Worship Bupido" written in very shaky dwarvish language.
Leather, skin, worship, Bupido.
Yep.
Okay. He's been here for a while though, right?
Yeah.
From what you can tell.
I mean, doesn't look that. It doesn't. I think it's been pretty recent. I think when he was good.
You said his hand.
I haven't said
Well,
anything yet.
I was hoping that you were relaying the message. Well, go ahead.
No, I'll get done with the visions and I'll let go of the ghost hand. I'm like, good news. I know where one of your body parts is. The bad news is it got up and walked away.
Say what?
Yeah, so I can see his broken memories when I touched him, and one of them was where his hand got chopped off after a lot of other pieces got chopped off, and his hand was tossed to a wall. And I was like, okay, there's a hand. And then next vision came, and suddenly there was black magic surrounding it, and it stood up and ran down, I think that tunnel over there. Yeah.
Okay, well, we kind of could go that way anyways, but we also have those other paths we wanted to check out, so...
We're already here. Should we just finish going through?
I think we should. A moving hand sounds very interesting.
Well, any bones.
Not only that,
sound
but the
interesting.
magic that caused it sounds very interesting.
Should we be
Okay.
concerned that he's interested in that?
We should
I'm
be
already,
concerned.
it's pretty part of my thing. Should we be concerned that you're still able to talk after being turned to pudding?
You were turned to pudding. You were like a bird
It was-
parfait.
It was pretty nasty.
I got nothing to retort to that. So
It
I
was
guess we're
like-
going hand hunting.
Like if I could paint a picture...
All right. Well, I mean, so
So we go down the tunnel.
you're going
So-
to go down the tunnel.
Listen, my little...
Then we follow it.
My little ghastly, timid friend. Looks like your hand went that way. So we're going that way anyway. So if we see it, great. And if we don't, sorry.
If you're able to try, that's all that I can ask. Thank you. And honestly, thank you for taking care of him. He was an evil person.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Do you want to just come with us?
I'm unfortunately tied to this room. I can't leave. I've tried.
Wait,
What
even
about
after
this?
we killed him?
I pull out a lantern from my back, and I'm gonna scoop up some dirt and put it in the bottom of the lantern. Now it's technically the land that you're at. Maybe you could attach yourself, and you can hang out on the lantern till we get you home.
I can try.
Try it.
All right. So he gets up and he kind of like shakes himself off a little bit, and then he runs towards the tunnel. And as soon as he hits it, he kind of dissipates into nothing.
Oh no, I was saying to try and connect to the dirt in here to see if he'll
Oh.
the ground, because he said he was attached to the ground. So I put
My
dirt
bad.
in the lantern for him to, and then well, now that I know that he can't go past that part, then we'll try if he can.
It's a great test.
So yeah, okay. Anyways, same result. He runs and dives at the lantern, and then just dissipates, and then after a few seconds, rematerializes back over in the corner.
All right, well, throw the dirt out, put the lantern away. All right, that's not gonna work.
That was clever.
I was just thinking we need to have a soul trapped.
That was dark.
Yes.
Yeah, I should have known. All right. Yeah, I guess let's go that way, and then if we'll keep an eye out for this hand.
I see sometimes another Darrow with a weird hat run through here, and he usually goes that way. So just be careful.
Darrow with a weird hat.
Yes.
Tell me about this
You
guy.
guys know
That's
something
the-
I don't?
That's the guy we're looking for.
Yeah, he's the guy who stole the dragon egg. Well, at least
Yes.
I suspected
Who
he
we
stole the
suspect
dragon
is that
egg.
he's part of the guild.
Oh,
And
I know how to summon a demon. That's what I found out.
So does he normally go through that tunnel?
Glad you guys found out
He
useful
does,
stuff.
yeah.
Wait, hey, he goes through that tunnel.
I'm not sure if it's the same one, but he definitely has a weird tentacly looking hat.
tentacly hat is pretty much
kinda
how
fits
you
our
describe
bill.
it. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Does he ever say anything to himself? Does he talk to himself or say anything that like about where he might be going or what he might be doing? Or have you ever seen him come through here with a big egg?
I've only ever heard him mumble, "Never gonna catch me, never gonna catch me." No one is ever as fast as. No one is ever as fast as. Drokey.
Yeah, that's our guy.
He's like playing a never-ending
But
game
have
of
you?
tag.
But has he ever come through here with an egg?
I don't think I've seen that. No.
So you never seen like a really big egg come through
There
here?
was a period of time where Bupita wasn't here, and I was terrified of him. You have to understand. Anytime he was around, I had no choice but to just hide away. But there was a period of time where he wasn't here, and I was at least able to kind of roam around the room. And during that time, the only thing I ever saw was Drokey, but he was never carrying anything. Well,
Okay.
I mean, he had a satchel, but it didn't look like it was big enough to hold an egg
Are
of a
there such
dragon.
things as satchels of holding?
I maybe.
It's a good possibility. I mean, why not?
I mean, you could stuff an egg in there. I mean, just...
But do you know what you could also do with a satchel of holding? Is you could probably stuff yourself in there. I'm still trying to figure out how he's always trying to get no one can ever seem to catch this guy.
I don't know.
You think he jumps inside of his own satchel and then the satchel falls to the ground and no one thinks that, hey, free satchel, and opens it and he's in there still?
Well, still, that's an idea.
Wait, can you breathe? Can you breathe in a satchel of holding?
I don't know. I've never owned
I
one.
think that's irrelevant. I'm just saying that he has a trick up his sleeve.
Guys, back to
As
task.
someone recently died.
Imaginary
that's
satchels.
a very important thing.
Imagine
not
the
for him.
satchels. Let's try and find this hand and then try and get the hell out of here because I would like to be done with all this shit already, please.
Yeah, alright, cool. Listen, we'll be back. We'll let you know if anything. Sound good?
Please, yes, and thank you.
And if you see anyone else coming through here, just yell cookies.
I like cookies. Okay.
Yeah, just in case. Right?
If you do find it, you don't have to come back here. Just, I'm assuming, looking at all of you, that you're, well, maybe not you, but the two of you probably are interested in getting to the surface. And as you know, Blingdenstone is a really good waypoint for some.
It works in line with what we're
And when you
trying
get there, provide my remains to the Borough Warden, Belwar, and he'll know what to do.
to do. Yeah,
Okay,
Belwar.
we'll try. If it keeps running, it may just get cremated, and we'll see from that point. Have fun hanging around, I guess.
Thank you. And he seems a little more at ease now and kind of like just decides to kind of sink back into the ground.
Belmar and what's his name?
Belwar?
Belwar and
He's a burrow warden.
Burrow warden.
All right, so you guys move forward, unless there was anything else that you wanted to do? Okay.
I'll start going down that tunnel.
So you guys start moving forward, and after maybe a minute of, walking through this tunnel, which you notice starts to kind of like slope down and to the edge of a very large pool that fills the cavern ahead. The opposite shore is roughly 100 feet away, but it's so dark you can't really see anything under the surface. And there's not like a walkway. There's just some very like thin edges on the side of this cavern that appear to be a little slippery.
Little slippery, he says.
How big is this cavern I can see?
Huh?
Roughly how big is the cavern? Like, is it like 10 foot? Like, is like a deep dive down? Or is it like a pool?
You can't see below the surface of the pool, but as far as the ceiling is concerned, for those with dark vision, you could probably tell that it's like maybe about 30 feet high and maybe like 50 feet wide.
And visibility is about how far? There's no atmosphere.
There's no light in here.
Okay.
Oh, there's no light.
Yeah.
Great. My little glowing thing is still tucked underneath my shirt.
And that thing might be growing
Yeah.
into your chest by
I
now.
mean-
I don't know how that spell works.
You could whip it out if you want to.
All right. Hey guys, we've been through a lot, right? It's like we all established that right now it's pretty dark in here. I acknowledge this.
I'm pretty fine.
I know you are. I am taking a wager that because obviously I can't see a thing, and it sounds like I can hear at least the water, right?
Water.
Yeah. I mean,
There's water.
yeah, the cavern, like it's filled with
Gotcha.
like dark,
Yeah, it's filled
dark
with water.
water. There's not really.
It's not like a current or anything, just like maybe like light drips or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to tell that there's water unless you can see.
Okay.
I would say that it does for you. You probably smells a lot more like musty.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. So it's pretty dark. Anybody can tell like if there's like a quick way out of here, or is it like we're gonna be traveling pretty long in here or something like that?
I'm not really a traveler that's good at this, so no.
I mean,
can't.
you don't see like a
Look,
quick exit.
there's like a ledge. We can go across the water.
There's water. Okay.
Yes. There's a lake.
It's really dark.
It's about 30 feet high.
Like
You got
endlessly
some
dark.
room, but I wouldn't go flying anywhere.
The ledges on the side are roughly like a foot wide.
Oh, shit.
But there is some slippery looking ledges that we can kind of make our way around the water. Being down here, any kind of water that's that still and that deep is bound to have something that wants to eat you.
Okay. One thing I've learned, just because I can produce light, not necessarily a good thing. Okay, so I guess I'm following your guys' tracks.
Can you not just? I mean, I have some rope, and I can tug on it, but I'm not going to tie it to me or tie it to you. If something happens, I am letting go.
I mean, yeah, I'm cool. You're saying that you're gonna lead the way.
I'm saying that, yeah, I will at least hold a leash, and you can hold the other end. But if anything happens, I'm letting go.
Of course, that's safety 101. You don't want to drag me down with you. I get that. That's understandable. I can respect
All right,
that.
just making sure that we understand each other. I produce out some rope about 5 feet. You know what I mean? Just to keep a distance.
Okay.
I might go 6 feet. Because that's keep them social back. Social distance behind me. Because I don't know what he's dripping right now.
Ooh, that's right.
Why am I dripping?
Oh.
Dude, you died. I saw your
You
insides on your
still got
outsides,
blood
and
on
then
you everywhere. It's all nasty.
Yeah, it's not like you got cleaned up.
It's true. But
Your insides just went back in, but all the stuff was still on you. There's still a feather stuck
It's
to your
just regular red blood. It's not like it's black blood like some people here.
I find that offensive.
Hey, listen,
Your blood is offensive, sir.
don't be prejudiced against black-blooded people.
It's goo.
It's goo. Yes, he's pretty much running on motor oil.
All right. So are we planning to? So there's the ledges, and then there's the water in between.
Yes.
But the water's like right at level or further down.
Oh, good question. I'd say maybe like 5 feet.
It's 5 feet down.
Okay.
5 feet down. So like if you fell, the water itself, like just the act of
All right,
hitting
Chris,
the
walk in the water.
the act of hitting the water wouldn't hurt much.
Much. Great.
That's a,
Hey, I dare you to throw a rock. I'll give you 5 rats. I'll give you a potion of elixir.
sold. All right. Well, just throw a rock. I can throw a rock.
Into the water.
Yeah. So you want it to go skip?
Yeah, just go over that side.
Why-
And throw a rock into the water.
Wait, you want me to skip the rock or you just like give a good throw?
I want you to place the rock.
Dealer's choice.
I'm not gonna. You're not part of this.
Place the rock.
Dealer's choice.
And are you going to stand near the edge?
You know what?
when you throw this rock?
So, you know what? I'll stand by the entrance to this.
Or do we want to do like a Deep Blue Sea thing, like you're Samuel L. Jackson, you turn your back to
That's
it?
a guaranteed fail right there.
God.
I rewound that scene
what a
5 times
pull.
when I first saw that.
CGI was so bad on that.
It was worth it for that one scene.
But it still made you go, oh.
But I love that movie.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. You know what? I'll do it, but I'll do it at the entrance of when we first came to the cavern.
So you're going to throw it from a distance.
You can't see where it's at.
No, I can hug
You
the
gotta
wall
make
until I
sure.
get to that entrance. Like right now, if you're holding on to me, I'm 6 feet away from you, so
Yeah, I'm
you're
going
still
to
within
guide you
reach.
to the shore. I'm going to point you in the right direction.
The shore's
and I'm
right
gonna
there
walk
from us.
away.
It's a foot away and down.
Shoot throws a rock. Like he's like watching them bicker.
For those that can see, you obviously hear it, so you know it's confirmed that there's water. For what you guys can see, it hits the surface and then just kind of like, it seems like there's just a little bit of resistance. But after that, it's just like, boop, just like a normal rock would be. And very quickly sinks below a level that you can see. Like after just like a couple of inches after it first entered it, you can't see the rock.
I can hear that.
And
but
this,
that doesn't sound
the
like
reason
a
you
normal
can't
splash.
see the rock, I want to make sure, because I see you got the face, is simply
Darkness,
because
right?
the darkness, not because of anything happening to it. Just it's
Just to go-
beyond your realm of being able to see it.
Right.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, that was weird.
Anticlimactic.
Well, no. That rock didn't. There's no splash.
It didn't splash. It jiggled.
It hit, stuck, and then sunk. There's no. Did you hear a splash?
It sounded almost like a splash. It was like bloop.
Hey, throw another rock.
I'll throw another rock.
How close are you standing to the shore?
I'm like 5 feet away from it.
Oh, okay.
I'll say I would just like, maybe after the jiggle though, I would be like, one extra step back.
Is there any particular spot you're aiming for?
Just as far as I can. I want to see
Like
if,
on the other side of the shore, maybe?
Hey,
Yeah,
practicing
that
your
way I can
fishing
try
skills?
and see if I can also gauge maybe how far it is to the other side.
Athletics check for me.
Athletics, I'm
Just to see how far you can throw it, really.
disadvantage.
Why did this like?
Because I took armor and I'm a sorcerer and it gives me disadvantage. I may just give this, so that's a 3.
Little baby arms.
3?
He got a 3.
Baby arms. You underdeveloped arms.
You kind of like...
It was between a 17 and a 4, and it gave me the 4 minus 1.
Oh, no. That's unfortunate.
At least you didn't get a 0.
Wait, the armor gives you disadvantage on stealth checks, right?
Acrobatics, athletics,
Oh,
anything that is
Strength-based?
Because of his class.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I'm not proficient. Since I'm not proficient with it, like at all.
Gotcha.
Disadvantage on strength and dex.
Gotcha.
Including
Okay.
saves. Wow.
Well, that's okay. So you had a lot of confidence from the first one. You really want to see, how, like gauge the distance and maybe the depth on the other side. So you kind of take a couple of steps back and you do a big wind up, and as soon as you let it out too soon, and it hits off the side of the tunnel and then just kind of like drops to the ground in front of you.
Guys, there's magic that does not allow projectiles.
No, you need to do some push-ups.
Listen, I couldn't see what happened, but it sounded like a very bad thing.
When I threw it, it ricocheted in the air like there's some on the right side. There's some kind of force field area.
Yeah,
it's
no,
magic.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Wiggly arms here can't throw.
Ah, okay.
All right, fine. Since apparently,
I mean, right now you're below me, or you're just in front of me?
here's.
In front of you.
You're in front?
I'm just checking to see if I have one. Give me a second. Check my. I know. Let me check. Where's items? Quick. Items. There we go.
I mean, if nothing happened when you tossed it into the water, why don't we just light a torch?
No. There's a light. This guy with the light.
It's kind of.
All right, I have a bunch of rations. I want to take one of my rations and I want to toss it in.
Why?
One of your rations
Yep.
and toss it into the water.
Yep.
Okay. It hits just similar to the rock did. Like for a brief second, just seemed like a very small amount of resistance, but then after that, just like a normal thing getting tossed into the water. When it hit, you didn't notice anything different physiologically about it, but it again very quickly sinks, out of view.
Okay. The idea is that since it's not really has that watery feel, I try to throw food at it just to see if it reacted to food, or like organic material, and because Jim Jar knows the word organic.
So I can't see, but can anybody find me a smooth rock, like really, really smooth rock?
Look.
I think we've thrown enough stuff. I should have got in my mind. I'm like, maybe throw rocks out there if they want.
I'm just saying.
At this point, we've thrown food and rocks. So I don't think
but
anything's
it's
gonna happen.
No, well, the idea here is it's not acting like water, so I don't think we should be.
Can you see
touching
the
it.
other side?
Hang on. You wanting to skip it across the water now?
Sure.
It's up to you guys. Well, actually, it's up to you.
He's actually interested now.
Sure. Hey, go ahead, Skippy.
You find your rock
Ledge.
and
I
you can
can't
feel,
see
you can
where the
feel
rocks
around.
are.
You can feel around.
Here's a
No.
rock. It's a smooth one.
All right, I'll grab the smooth
Ledge.
rock. So what they're
I think
talking,
the ledge, but I might have
I'm like,
if depending how far it
I
is, I
think
might be able to levitate.
the
us.
water's that away.
Okay.
I'm not even confident in where the water
Alright,
is.
here.
I'm so ready for this.
I point them to. There you go.
Is I'm like, I got this. And I go, ha! And I go to throw it.
Okay.
To like skip the water. Like I used to skip.
Okay.
I used to skip rocks.
Athletics, disadvantage, -4.
Oh, you forgot about that.
Oh, I did not.
You have to have 2 miraculous freaking rolls.
So,
Wait, what's that
Did you
face?
get a natural 1 -4?
Oh, I don't have anything
No,
pulled
no.
up for me to see that. Damn it.
I got a 4 -4.
4 -4, so
A
fucking
0.
0.
So I go to wind up, and then it's like, yeah,
And
I got
before
this.
you can even let loose, you actually smash into the side of the tunnel.
You said
You
the
want-
water was right there in front of
You
me.
spun whenever you went to go throw.
You don't spin when you throw?
No. Good. Listen, can you see the other side?
Let's see. How far? I know how far I can see, but can I see the other side? 'Cause you would be able to know the answer to that.
Yeah. I mean,
So it's 120 feet. Is the cavern?
you can see that the cavern, like I mentioned before, is like about 100 feet.
I forgot that part
Long.
of the description. Sorry.
You're good. And then on the other side, you can see that the tunnel floor kind of seems to slope up into another tunnel entrance/exit that you can't see beyond that.
Yeah. Look, it's about 100 feet.
Okay. The ledges look they look risky, especially with this one being blind in here and
Oh, don't worry about me.
trying to
You just hit yourself
scale
in
up.
the wall.
Yeah, it's trying to scale a slippery sloped edge above the jiggle wiggle.
It folds.
I was about to. I
I'm
was
so
about
sorry.
to. All I have to do is hold onto the rope and follow the path.
Right. So what do you suggest? If we're not walking it,
I could-
So he can fly but can't see it.
I could
Yeah.
probably
And there's no boat.
I could levitate an item. We can sit on it. Technically, he could fly and pull us, and we can just shout what direction he has to go. That way, we're not risking the ledges and we're not risking the gloop.
I mean, is there an item here big enough to hold you three?
I have a bedroll. Technically, lay out the bedroll, cast levitate. We can sit on it like a bench, tie a rope to you, and you pull us
I
across.
got magic and bedroll.
Kinda.
like a flying bit? Or
Before you go too far into that, I'm not sure that levitate would be strong enough to hold you up, let alone.
It can hold up to 500 pounds.
How much does Drax weigh?
I don't know.
He's a big boy.
Right.
Let's put him at
We'll
250.
say at 2.
How much do you weigh?
I weigh maybe like $110, a 13-year-old.
I'm like 85 pounds.
And this is including with all your gears?
Yeah, I'm a deep no. I'm shorter
So
than you.
for me, with
You have a lot of treasures on
even with my gears,
Again, I'm 80
Yeah.
pounds. I'm 80 pounds wet. So with all my gear, listen, I'm carrying 25 pounds of gear. I'm 105
I mean,
pounds.
if you're confident that you can get yourself levitating,
as long as you can pull us, I think we'll be okay.
yeah, I'm strong.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're levitating. It's not like you're actually having to drag much. And then, well, I'll tell you which way to go.
Okay.
You know, just fly up, down, left, right. Pretty much it's straight.
Cool. All right. We doing this?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do that. So you're going to levitate your bedroll.
Yeah, tie the rope around him, and we'll start him off pointing in the right direction,
All right, man. Here you
Okay.
go.
and then we'll hop on.
No light, so you're doing this blind.
We're like telling him like up down or whatever.
How much length are you giving me of the rope?
Probably not that much.
All right, well, at this point, no, I'm going to give you a little bit more lead. You got to be able to fly.
So you guys are giving him audible
Cues.
cues.
I can cast a message.
Okay.
And custom as well.
I can cast a
I
message.
know, I know, you don't need to worry about that. I'm just trying to make sure I understand correctly. All three of you getting on the, well, two of you getting on the bedroll, tying a rope to Harvey.
Yeah.
Harvey's going to fly out ahead. You guys are going to speak him through how to fly through
Technically
this.
Drax. So
Drax
it's
as
those three.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
right.
then I'm the one.
I keep
that's,
forgetting.
Towing.
Okay.
It's the boat trip all over again.
Yeah, so this time.
So you guys are assisting him. So we'll cut the -2 penalty down, or -4 penalty down to -2.
Okay.
But you still have disadvantage.
Yeah. I got no sight.
Okay.
I got
All right.
nothing.
All right, so you guys, you've talked out your plan. Harvey's tied off. He's ready to go. He lifts off into the air. You guys very quickly give him instruction, and he flies forward maybe about 40 feet without any issues. Now, if you can go ahead and roll me athletics, and this is disadvantage -2.
Okay.
You ever start hatching a plan and you go, shit, was this the right plan? Is that the plan we came
Better
up
than
with?
trying to get all of us to walk across the thing. 'Cause If
Okay.
I had to make
Yeah.
any type of checks,
I
I'd
need
get
to
disadvantage
use
every
that
time.
athletics
Athletics, yeah,
-2.
and disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
And
minus
disadvantage, yes. Okay.
Come on, Nat 20.
No, not nat 20. -2 puts me at 12.
12. Okay. So you actually are, for that first 40 feet, you're able to fly through without any issues whatsoever. One of your wings, you kind of get a little off course, and you feel one of your wings kind of hit the side of the tunnel over there. And you very quickly kind of correct course and then continue flying forward. And let's do another athletics disadvantage -2.
You guys gotta look out
I'm
for those-
assuming you guys are continually shouting
yeah.
instruction. Okay.
The problem is that sometimes,
Is it both of you?
Well, but I think should we? Do you want to relay and I'll send it via message, or you just want to shout one by one as we go?
Yeah, well, it's kind of like I'll relay and you're hitting them with message. You can do that at will, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, hit them with message because I'd rather not be yelling left, down. I'm more like left, down, and then I realize things that I'm trying to say left, and he's like message. So sometimes
There's a brief delay.
Every now
I
and
can
then.
see why you would have hit the wall during the time. What did you say?
Every now and then he's like left, and I'm
So
going right.
-1.
-1?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey.
Ooh. Ooh.
Be better, Tom.
I got disadvantage.
Be better, Tom.
10.
Okay.
That was worse than last time.
Yeah, but you still didn't go in single digits, so we're not horribly off. I don't think.
Well,
Actually, it says here that you were dead once again.
you fall into the water.
Holy
You end up going off course, and there's a little bit of a delay, not enough for you to course correct. You feel like something's off, so you actually go further in the wrong direction, and you kind of like smash into the wall, kind of tumble down a little bit, and you're
Like a bird hitting the glass
you
door.
hit the
You're just-
water, and there's no splash. Again, it's just like what you guys saw with the stuff you tossed in. You hit, and then you start to sink a little bit, but then the rope becomes taut. to the.
Okay. So I'm like, oh shit, guys, pull the rope up.
Constitution saving throw.
Just flap. Just flap.
But birds don't swim.
That's why I said flap.
All right, Constitution saving.
Yep.
Also at disadvantage, right?
Yes.
All right.
Does he still have -3?
This one's -4.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
There's nothing they can do to make you like, be stronger!
Oh no.
Quit being a bitch!
That'll probably be Drax. Stop acting like a bitch.
Oh no! Oh no! He got.
Yeah, he saw.
He got.
You got a -4 from that.
Oh yeah, he got a 3.
Oof.
I got a 3, everybody.
How much health do you have?
Okay. Do me a favor. Roll a d4.
All right.
Take that potion.
Is that also -4?
No, no, it is not.
No matter what you get, it's not gonna be good.
I got a 4.
Okay.
The best you can get is 0.
Guys, we should have took that
All right, I just sent it to you on Discord.
Oh no.
And do me a favor. So what are you gonna do next? Like, are you gonna try to climb up the rope? You're gonna try to climb to the side of the cavern and pull yourself up? What's your plan of getting out of the
I
water?
gotta preach for Jesus. Let go the rope, let go the rope, let go the rope.
I'm trying to pull myself up.
What a waste of a scroll of resurrection. Y'all just gonna fucking let him go. Like,
Fucking pathetic.
We're crying out. Pull the rope! Pull the rope now!
Like shit, someone pulling us down.
I'm trying to pull myself out of the water.
all right. Or is anyone trying to help him, or you just letting him climb up on his own?
I mean, I guess we'll hold on to the rope for now.
You know.
But he's got it.
He's got it. Yeah.
I don't want
so
us to fall in too.
Yeah,
Then we're screwed.
but I mean, we're straddled like this, and so
You guys are now also, by the way, I want to say, suspended in the middle, pretty much, of this lake, and your only method of movement is currently trying to get back into a position.
no, I get it. My engine stalled.
I still stand by this plan.
I get it. So yeah, no, I pull.
Okay. I'm gonna say. I mean, he's not very heavy, so I'd say you know rolls or anything. You're able to pull him back up. Ooh, Constitution saving throw with advantage
Okay.
because you helped him up. Some of that water got on you.
Oh God.
This one I'm a little digitally because I don't want to do the plus here. So
He's like, I don't feel like mathing.
no, 19.
Oh, okay. You're good. You're good.
Of course.
So you notice that you get a couple of drops off, and you quickly pull like a little piece of cloth out of your bag and like wipe it off because you got a little experience in the Underdark.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are back in position. Are you gonna try flying again without light, or
I got no
Hey,
choice.
how long does this thing last?
It's only good for about 10 minutes.
Okay, so
And we'd say how many minutes did that eat up?
5 minutes?
You better flap as hard as you can.
Man, if you hit again and then waste another 3 or 4 minutes, then you're all taking a drink.
I start going to flap again. I start to go into fly.
Wait. Real quick.
This is like an impromptu skill challenge.
So y'all just need to do better of giving me instructions. That's all I was-
Listen, there's bird ears. You just got resurrected. Don't blame us. Your brain's still cadoodled.
You got 1 success and 1 failure.
So, would it be crazy if we had light?
Yes. We've been down here for how long and everything's attracted to light?
Yes, I know that, but if he bunks his head, we're gonna be up shit's creek.
I could. We'll be fine. All we gotta do is get across. That's all. You said it was only 100 something feet. We've already crossed 45-ish.
Yeah, okay, all right.
So
Listen,
and I'm gonna message you. Flaps full speed,
look,
full steam ahead.
listen to me. It's a straight line. Stop veering.
So straight. I tried flying straight, but you guys.
Harvey's not quite
literally
sure how to
decided.
explain the intricacies of flying in a cavern with no air current.
No up or down.
With no sight.
So, look, you do this all the time. You said you're good at it.
I am good.
You're good.
When I can see.
Ceiling is clear. Stay at this angle and just book it.
All right, you got this. Don't die again.
All right. Yeah, right. Let's do this.
Wait. Have you not taken your potion yet?
No,
Why not?
I'm saving that for an emergency.
You.
We don't have time. Let's go. Flap.
Okay. So,
Mush.
okay, I start flying.
All right.
It sounds like Woody Woodpecker. Did he Woody Woodpecker on the first
He
one?
did, I think so.
I was like, that's me in character, actually.
Oh my God.
I don't know if the character talking here.
So they're still giving you with their communication method you're only -2 now, but it's still athletics
Okay.
with disadvantage.
Disadvantage -2.
See some good rolls.
No, it's not.
Oh my God, dude.
-2 from that. So as I'm flying, it was like I am hearing, keep going straight. I'm like straight.
How much slack do you? How much like
I mean,
rope?
it should be about 10 feet. I mean, he's flying 5 feet with this, but 10 feet's like a kite. You know what I mean? You gotta.
Okay, so he's like up in the air 10 feet, ahead of you 10 feet. Okay.
So,
So you guys can see him going off course, and he again does the same thing.
Yeah,
like
but it's like steering something 10 feet out. So I'm assuming it's like we're like saying left, and we're, you know, what I mean, so I have to imagine that it has to kind of have that snaking effect.
So you're using the rope to also help guide. Well, it doesn't with that roll. It doesn't matter. So you guys see him going off course again, and quicker than you can even relay anything, he ends up smacking into the wall again.
Did we move any?
You moved maybe about 20 or 30 feet. We'll say 30.
30.
Cut the rope. Cut the
So
rope. Cut the rope. Cut the
70,
rope.
we're 30 feet from the edge.
Yeah. Cut the rope. Cut the rope.
All right. So you end up smashing into the side of the tunnel again, and then tumbling into the water again.
Shit.
Same thing as before. And then you don't need to worry about rolling for that again. We'll keep track of that offline.
Yeah. Okay. And so I guess I try to pull myself back out of the water again.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
You got anybody helping you this time?
I don't know. That's on them at this stage.
Yeah. I'm just like, don't! God! Wheel him in like a fish.
Alright. Do you need me to roll for that, or?
No, but you're gonna have to roll Constitution
since I
saving
don't know what
throw
the hell happened last time, so, you know, I didn't know any better. I didn't learn any lessons.
with advantage.
Truth be told, with disadvantage, I'm still rolling like super low either
So
way.
I'm not even gonna roll a second time because I got a nat 20
Yeah,
on
you
that.
did. Yeah.
Like I got a 3.
He's like,
All right,
what's
so
the
you
same?
guys have
20 to...
roughly 2 minutes left and about 30 feet to go.
I can still do it. I
Go.
can get this done.
Does he see more of Hades?
It's just been a bad day. It's just been a bad day, I'm telling you.
I think it's time to cut ties.
Okay, I'm good.
Message him. Just a moment, please. Did you fucking hear that?
Yeah.
Just give the guy some goddamn light. I'd rather him not snap being tethered to us, and we fall into whatever's happening to him, or we get across, and if he's still insane, then we can just kill him. But either way, we're still across.
Okay.
We're giving you light. Stand by.
Wait. You're giving me light? It can't get worse. It can't get worse than and of course you're gonna
I think we should have left the bird dead.
Yeah, well, that's it what it is.
I mean, I do have my necklace. What are you trying to do? Like put a light in front of me?
General light.
General light.
So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb. So I'm going to conjure 4 fire orbs around me, and I'm going to quickly send them outwards to the different parts of the cavern, so that at the same time, not only does the light source appear, but the light source also immediately moves away from us in all 4 directions.
Gotcha.
But spreading the light so that the cavern also goes from like a little spotlight to being like more ambient filling light.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you should be able to see.
What straight means?
You're telling me we could have done this the entire time.
Okay. So you guys kind of tensed for a few seconds because you're starting to get the idea of how light works in the Underdark. So you tense for a few seconds after the orbs kind of spread out. You don't notice anything moving under the water, or at least near the surface. You don't hear anything. It seems like there's nothing in here right now, so it doesn't seem like there's an immediate threat. You now can see pretty clearly. So for the last 30 feet or so, 30 feet, it's going to be one more check. And
Full throttle, please.
it's just a straight roll -2. No disadvantage because you're no longer blind.
12.
The highest we got was 14 last time.
It almost landed on a 1.
So Harvey kind of gears himself up and then leaps off of the levitated bedroll and does like a quick swoosh with his wings to kind of just get as much straight forward momentum as he can. And I say that by accident now.
Momentum.
Like it's just, yeah, momentum. Straight forward and ends up clearing the distance, but when you land, you actually end up hurting yourself a little bit. So that's going to be like a D4 of damage.
Okay.
This could be it. We can watch him go, here.
I have 5, thank you. I can still have 1. 2.
2 damage. Okay, so yeah, you guys obviously, you kind of get pulled very quickly from his burst, but you end up kind of like he's on the ground on the other side, and you guys are like floating above him on the ground on the other side. And just for a few seconds before the levitate spell drops.
Not on
So
him.
like,
though. It doesn't drop on him though. Right?
no, we'll say yeah.
That would just be comical.
I know that would be funny.
2 more hit points.
So you guys, you end up dropping to the ground just in the nick of time, like barely having enough time.
Just catch my bedroll and be like, whew, that was close. Roll that bit up, put it back in my bag.
Useful. Super useful.
You after the one time I got stuck over a cavern, figure out a new way. So glad it worked. Barely.
I pick up the bird. Get up. Come on.
It's just been a day.
We can kill him now. He's done his job. I don't like this new bird. We should have left it dead.
Oh boy.
You guys continuing? What are you doing?
We're gonna go.
Yeah.
Are you gonna regroup? What do you do?
I figured.
I'm down to like 3. We might want to consider what regroup means.
Well, I don't know. Like, are you guys gonna come up with another plan? You gonna keep
here's the
going? What are you
thing,
doing?
Like that light pretty much is, and it should probably because it's kind of like a thing, and it's not like a concentration spell. So that light's dimming, if not already gone.
Yeah.
We don't have much light left here. I don't know what that is. So I'm not going to sleep here. So if you need rest, you need to take a potion.
All right. I mean, the only potion I have that probably might help is that elixir, but you saw what it did to
Yeah, I was blind for all of like a minute. You're already blind as it is. It might as well be actual blind.
Yeah, you can't see anyway, so
Yeah.
take it.
It's not going to hinder you anymore.
As you guys are having this conversation, you two are facing him, but he's facing away from you, talking to the side of the tunnel.
I'm just saying, guys. I am
You're
telling
just
you.
hearing that goes back.
It's like I'm already relying on you for directions, and like I feel like the directions aren't coming through clearly.
Well, either way, you
Oh.
can't see. So, regardless if you have a potion that makes you not see and still have to rely on us, or you keep bumbling around, trip, fall, probably die from spraining your ankle
Yeah.
while still trying to take information from us.
You could totally just die just by walking. You need to take a potion. You look like I can still see your ribs a little bit.
You might be right. I did feel a little something loose here.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch it.
Okay, I guess I'll take it. And so I'll take. Wait,
Abandon him.
can I see that I'm grabbing the right elixir?
You can't see anything, right? There's no light.
But we can.
I'm reaching into my thing, like, I don't know if I'm taking the right one.
Unless it's specifically labeled that. I don't think we know which one is which.
I mean, I got the same elixir he did.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's safe to. Yeah, you're not.
I'm going to assume
We're not going to have you roll to take a potion from your own bag.
That would have been funny though. Okay, so I take potion elixir, unassuming glass filled. Upon closure, inspection, the liquid hypnotizing due to the swirling fleck. Yeah. Drinking the liquid immediately removes all conditions, grants the benefits of long rest and healing properties for 5 minutes after drinking it is completely blind. So I'm blinded for 5 minutes. Okay. And then...
So removing conditions includes that other one I sent you. Oh.
Does it remove the exhaustion too?
Yeah, actually, the exhaustion was the one I was referring to.
I was already exhausted.
Yeah, you got an extra level of exhaustion from falling in the water.
Okay.
But
well, this will remove all conditions.
that other thing says to remove all conditions.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you can stop all that then.
Okay. What about the negatives?
No.
But it does reduce.
We'll say because it's giving
rest.
the effects of a long rest. We'll say it takes away 2, so you're still just going to be -2 on stuff.
Okay.
And you didn't want to take this potion?
My luck, I have not. Like, I would do it, and then I would have been attacked by a beast out of the water. My luck, tell me I'm not wrong.
Okay, so you guys, you've now gotten the benefits of drinking the potion, which pretty much reduced your penalty that you got from dying. Instead of -4, it's -2 now, and your exhaustion and the other stuff was also removed. That being said, what are you guys doing now?
All right.
You're going to go back across? You're going to go forward?
Oh, we came across. Let's keep going forward.
Forward.
Okay. Who's
I wonder
leading?
if that hand sunk to the bottom.
Did we?
Or if it was just small enough to cross on those ledges.
I mean, if that hand went in there, and whatever's going in there is not coming out.
Yeah.
Did we wait 5 minutes, or are we still?
No, you drank and we started walking.
Okay. Who's leading me?
No,
One of us.
We still got the rope in messaging. You're good.
Gaul is secretly holding his hand.
Say, cool. It's like a child.
All right, so you move forward. The tunnel goes on for another 40 feet and then opens up into a natural cave, wherein you see several fungal creatures dancing to a silent tune. 3 of them stand about 5 feet tall, while the others are half as tall. They're smaller. One of the small ones stands apart from the rest, its movement not nearly as frantic. Hunched nearby are 2 recognizable larger creatures that resemble apes, kind of like Prince Darendil. Okay. However, these are covered with mushroom growths and yellow mold.
Okay.
And
I'm assuming I can't see this yet.
you guys, because of your time, you can't see it. You can hear like the movement of them as they're like kind of dancing around. And obviously your time with Stool and Neverlight Grove, you know that dancing is not very common for myconids. In fact, there were only a couple of instances where you saw myconids doing that in his home.
Is Harvey still connected by message?
Oh, no, a message is a spell that I have to send, and then at that moment you can respawn.
Gotcha. So Harvey just goes, hey, is there anything up ahead? It's like, I think I heard something up ahead.
Yeah. Shh. Lower your voice a little bit. Jimjar, what the hell are those things?
I mean, they're kind of like myconids, but they're shorter. They're not quite. It's like they're family-like. And then those guys are like Prince Darendale's peoples, but those they're pretty rough to mess with last time.
Should we?
Is Darendale here?
No. Shh. Should we burn and run?
Burn and run. I know what you mean, but
I don't like fire when I can't see.
Are they acting like they did over when we saw them by the Red Queen and stuff?
Yeah, the ones that were moving like that were the ones that were by the big mushroom cap that you and I snuck to before, and then we dipped out.
So it's like the infection's this far out.
This entire time, the myconids that are kind of dancing around haven't noticed you at all. However, one of them stops very abruptly and turns its head to look directly at both of you. Well, all three of you, four of you, whatever.
However many of you there are.
There's a few of you. And so it turns to look directly at all of you and then very sternly starts walking towards you. And I think that's probably a good time for us to stop. So we'll find out what happens next time.